part of my YouTube family, a very warm welcome back. If you're new to my channel, thank you for coming by, and I hope you like this video enough to subscribe and join our YouTube family. I recently shared with you the maintenance tips for the handbags in this video. If you haven't watched it, here's the link. I'll also leave a link in the description box below just in case you want to check it out later. Today we're going to talk about the maintenance tips for the shoes. I've had this pair of Fendi Baguette for 14 years and I've worn them every summer. As you can see, they are still very much presentable. People often ask me how I managed to keep my shoes in such a pristine condition. So today I'm going to share with you how I did it, and hopefully you'll find the tips helpful. The maintenance to the leather shoes is quite similar to the maintenance for the leather handbags because the leather is leather. So you might find this video a bit repetitive if you already watched my previous care tips for the handbags. But there are still some differences. Shoes often don't require the level of care as handbags do. So let's get started. Tip number 1. Get rid of the shoes as soon as they start showing wear and tear. I wish I could afford to do that. Let's get serious. Tip number 1. My very first tip is to find a few quality shoe brands that work for you. Good quality shoes will stand the test of time and fare much better in terms of wear and tear. One of my favorite shoe brands is Stuart Weitzman. Their shoes are of amazing quality at a fairly reasonable price point. I have worn their shoes for many years. I've never had any quality issues. This pair, it's high heel platform. I've danced in them so many times, and look, they're just still in almost pristine condition. And I never had to topi the sole because they came in the treated leather already. All of their shoes are made in Spain. Another of my favorite shoe brand is the La Canadian. This one is for boots only. Their sweet boots are the best. Came already waterproofed, so you wouldn't even need to spray them. I've worn this pair so many times. I had it for many years. They still look like new. Again, amazing quality at a reasonable price point. Their boots are all handmade in Canada. Tip number 2. I always choose the most durable and carefree material if possible. For example, this pair of boots are from Tory Birch. They are in the crinkled patent leather, which is very soft and durable and easy to take care of. All I need is to wipe it with the damp cloth if they get dirty. And I don't even need to condition them. They always look new because they are already in the crinkled leather. Any more wrinkles to the leather would just look the part, not a sign of a wear and tear. And the soles are in the treated leather, therefore much more durable than this pair of Chanel Ballet Flat, which is in the raw leather sole. Of course, if you can get it in the rubber sole, like this pair of Todd, that's even better. Tip number 3. I always protect the shoes with a waterproofing spray before start wearing them. Because you never know when you're going to get caught in the rain, and most of the shoes don't survive well in the rain. I even spray the inner leather lining of the shoes if they are in the closed-toed style like this pair of pumps to reduce the wear and tear on them, because the sweaty feet tend to wear out the leather lining a lot faster. Of course, I always try to start from somewhere inconspicuous to test the reaction from the leather. I spray most of my leather shoes except for the patent leather. To my experience, it really helped to keep my shoes look pristine, especially for the light colors such as this pair that are prone to get scuffing marks. Most of the time I was able to just wipe it clean with a damp cloth. If the scuff mark gets a bit deeper, a rubber would help. I also buy shoe polishes in different colors. For example, I accidentally chipped a bit of a leather off this shoe and I was able to cover it with this shoe polisher. It's in the light brown color. And look, you would never have noticed any difference if I didn't tell you, right? For shoes in the suite, such as this pair of Stuart Weitzman boots, waterproofing them is a must. I also use this block that came with the boot to spruce them up from time to time. I've had this pair for quite a number of years and I want them every winter. They still look kind of new. Tip number 4. I always store my shoes carefully when I don't use them for a period of time, such as the boots in the summer. If they come with the dust bags, I always leave them in their original dust bag and out of the box because leather need to breathe. Tip number 5. I try not to wear the same pair of shoes for more than a week. It is very important to rotate the shoes to give them a rest in order to slow down the wear and tear, especially on the heels. Tip number 6. I always buy my shoes in my true size. I bought this pair of Chanel Espadrille in my regular size. I was told to buy one size smaller because lambskin tend to stretch out. But I've seen the overly stretched Chanel Espadrille, they don't look pretty. So I just got them in my true size that fit my feet perfectly. I believe that if they fit perfectly, they will not stretch out. And so far, I have been correct. Tip number 7. I treat my shoes with a good shoe polisher regularly, depending on how often I wear them, if they are made in leather, except for the patent leather. Leather is organic material. I believe it needs to be regularly rehydrated, just like we look after our skin with moisturizers. What do you think? Tip number 8. I am always mindful of where I go. If I were to go camping, I would wear my hiking shoes or runners instead of my espadrille or ballet flat, right? If I were to go somewhere with a dirt road or gravel surface, I wouldn't wear this pair of Chanel ballet flat with the raw leather sole. Or if it's going to rain, I wouldn't wear this pair of espadrille. Tip number 9. A lot of high-end shoes came with the raw leather sole. Most of the time, I would take them straight to the cobbler to get them toe-picked before start wearing them. If I hadn't done it with this pair of Gucci, it would have been worn out in 2 weeks. That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video and find it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if this is your first time here, and I look forward to seeing you at my next video. Thanks for watching.